Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Friday, October the 2nd, and I'm sure if you've turned on the news any at all this morning, or if you've turned on social media, looked at Facebook any this morning, I'm sure y'all are all aware that our president and the First Lady has tested positive for COVID-19. Also, just saw just a little bit ago that one of the representatives, state representatives, Republican, Mike Lee, I believe he's from Utah. I believe he's also tested positive for COVID-19. I'd like to wish the president and the first lady speedy recovery. I'd like to send up prayers for them. I hope they don't have many any major symptoms. As of right now, I believe they're experiencing only mild symptoms, and I hope that's all they continue to have is just mild symptoms. I'm sure that the doctors and his team is doing all they can to see that the president and first lady return to health as soon as possible. What I'm coming to you this afternoon for is this morning after I found out about the president and the first lady, I was scrolling through Facebook and I come across a post of a friend of mine that had made a similar post about wishing the president, speedy recovery and wishing him, sending up prayers and what have you. And I was kind of going through the comments that different people was making on her post, and I come across one comment, and when I did, I stopped just dead in my tracks. I have never been so appalled, taken back by somebody who typed such a response in all of my life. This person, who I'm assuming is a friend of hers on Facebook, actually wrote the words, "I hope he dies." And not only that, after she typed that, she added, "and I don't care what from." Now, I'm going to tell you what, people. I realize that we are a country, freedom of speech. I know we're all about freedom of speech, but I'm going to tell you something. That's where I'm going to have to draw the line on this deal right here. There is no way under God's green earth that I could wish anybody ill will over anything, much less the COVID-19. Does this person not have any empathy at all for his family, for his children, his son? Got a young son. I mean, what part of just absolutely disgusting is that? I have never been. Now, that absolutely offends me. And I can tell you right now, I made a comment this morning on my page, my Facebook page, wishing the president a speedy recovery, him and the first lady, sending up prayers for them, and anybody else that may be testing positive for the COVID-19. Sending up prayers for them. Nobody should have to go through that and experience any kind of sickness during this time. And I'm going to tell you right now, that absolutely appalled me. It offended me in the worst kind of way. And I can tell you one thing. Right now, I have 654 friends, supposedly, on my Facebook list, on my page. And I can assure you that if any one person comments anything even remotely similar to that comment, I will hit that unfriend button just as fast as I can find your name. And I don't care who you are. There is no sense in anybody having such disregard for human life as to wish somebody dead, much less the leader of our country. Now, that's where I draw the line. And I know there are people that don't care for Trump. That's fine. There's people that don't care for Biden. That's fine. But don't wish anybody dead. Don't wish anybody ill will. That is the most un-Christian-like statement I have ever heard in my life. And if that's the kind of statement that anybody makes on my page, I don't need them on my friends list. You can just, if you even thinking about typing something like that, you can just go ahead and hit the button yourself. Because I'm not going to stand, it won't be on my page, not on mine. You may type it on somebody else's, but you're not going to type it on mine. I will delete your name so fast and probably block you till you won't even know what hit you. But no, that's no way. We're a country that's supposed to stand together and fight together for the turnaround of this country, and it's getting back on the right track. It's just going to take 4 more years of it to get it there. It was in a terrible shape. That was on my mind. That's the way I feel about that matter. And if you don't respect that, then you can just go ahead and unfriend that right now. Unfriend me not right now, because that's where I stand on it. And that's my opinion.